Carlos, can't you be nicer to your own son?
Huh? What are you talking about? I think I'm always being kind to him. What more do you want from me?
Ron told you he wanted to go to the amusement park with you this morning, right?
Oh yeah, he did mention something like that.
He was crying and told me that you said no to him. He asked me why you wouldn't play with him, and he wished you played with him like his friends' dads. Don't you feel bad for Ron? You made him say something like that. I didn't know what to say to make him feel better. I feel sorry for him too.
Well, what can I really do? I don't make the work schedule, so there's nothing I can do about it. I'm really busy with work right now. I've been telling you how busy I've been. I'm so tired and exhausted every day. I seriously don't have the time to play with him. Can't you understand?
Oh, God. Don't make excuses. You always say you're busy, but you never make time for him. I understand you're busy, but you should adjust your schedule for your child's sake and spend some time with him.
No, I'm really busy, and there's nothing I can do to adjust right now. As you know, I'm so busy that I can barely go back home. And if I don't work, we won't be able to live our life, right?
I know work is important, but parenting is just as important. Also, I'm not saying you have to play with him every day, but you should at least make time for him once in a while. Once a month will do. Can you spare that much time for your son? I don't think we're asking for much.
It's not that simple. I can't always indulge his every whim. Can't you just take him somewhere so he'll get over it?
You're not even spending time with your child, so I don't want to hear your excuses. I understand that you're a father and have to work, but your child deserves your attention too. You always make him put up with your schedule, but it's not fair to him.
Well, you might be right. Just only recently though, even though you're busy, it's not like you don't have a single day off.
You're his father, so please, can't you give him some attention? There's no other family like us around where the father is never here to play with their kids. I feel bad for Ron.
Fine. I'll make time to play with Ron next time. Are you happy now?
No, I'm not happy. It can't be next time. I know you're just going to keep postponing it. So we have to decide when.
Even if you say that, I can't find a date right now. I really don't know how my schedule is going to be right now.
That's right. Next month we have a 3-day weekend, remember? Let's make sure to spend one of those days with the family. If plans come up, we can adjust them. It's a 3-day weekend after all.
The 3-day weekend. It's true, it's coming up next month.
Okay, then it's decided. You don't have a say in this further, so it's a promise, okay? Don't make Ron feel lonely anymore.
Fine, we'll do something on the 3-day weekend then. But where should we take him? I don't want to go too far. Everywhere is going to be crowded, and I don't want to drive through the traffic. It's a waste of time.
I think an amusement park would be good. He told you this morning that he wants to go, right? He's been saying he wants to go for a while now.
Is it pretty far? I really don't want to drive too far.
It's about a 30-minute drive. It's not that far, so don't worry about it.
We don't have to stay there all day, do we?
Well, it's not that big, so we can go from around lunchtime? It should be fine. Anyway, Ron just wants to play with you. Make sure to spend quality time with him. Remember, these moments where your child wants to be around you aren't going to last forever.
Okay, you don't have to keep telling me. I also want to be here for our son, okay?
Don't accidentally forget and schedule work on those days. Write it in your schedule book, okay?
I know, but just remember that this time I'm being super generous. I'll make time for him even though it's difficult to since you keep asking me.
I know, but memories are priceless treasures. Children only want attention for a short time, so we should cherish it while we can. I'm sure Ron is going to be happy if we spend time with him.
I want to
Carlos, what the hell happened? Where are you? Where did you go? Ron told me that you left? We had a promise to go to the amusement park today, right? How can you do this to him?
I'm sorry, there's been an emergency. I can't go to the amusement park.
It's work again? Give it a break, Carlos. You made a promise. Ron's been looking forward to this day for a long time.
No, it's not that. My dad collapsed. I just got a call about it, and before I knew it, I rushed out without thinking.
What? Your father collapsed? What happened?
I still don't know what's going on, but I'm worried. So I'm going to go see him and find out what happened. I'm sorry, but can we postpone the amusement park for now?
Yeah, of course I understand. I'll try to calm Ron down.
Do you think he's upset with me?
He's upset, but there's nothing we can do about the situation, so don't worry about it. I wonder if your father's okay? I hope he's fine. Your mother must be in shock, too.
From what I heard, it seems like he's unconscious.
Oh no, that seems pretty serious. Should I come along with you? I'm also worried about him.
No, it's okay. I'll be able to handle it alone. If you come, Ron would have to come too, right? You don't need to bring him with you during such a difficult time. If I need you guys here, I'll contact you.
That's true.
My mom's probably in a panic too. So can you not contact her for a while?
Okay. If anything happens, tell me right away. Take care. And take good care of your mother too.
I want to... Hi, Sophia. How are you? It's been a while. Are you home right now?
Oh my god, are you okay? I heard what happened.
What did you hear? My husband and I are on a date, and we're near your home. Is it okay if we come to visit you?
On a date? What do you mean?
We went on a date to the market and had breakfast there. Since the weather is so nice today, we decided to drive around. We bought freshly baked breads and other delicious nibbles, so I thought I'd share some with you. I also bought some cakes and other goodies, so I thought we could have a spread and eat them together.
Are you coming to my place right now?
Oh, were you thinking of heading out somewhere? Right now? I'm sorry. Is it a bad time to visit?
No, that's not it. The timing is fine. It's just, I thought Father had collapsed.
What are you talking about? He's next to me and he's driving right now.
So is he okay? There's nothing wrong with him?
What do you mean he collapsed?
I heard he collapsed and that he was unconscious, and was even taken to the hospital. I thought it sounded pretty serious, so I was worried.
What? Where did that come from? Who told you such a thing?
It's what Carlos told me earlier.
What? Carlos said that to you?
Yes, he said that and suddenly left the house. This was literally just a few minutes ago. He said he was going to the hospital.
Oh, wow. Well, he's totally healthy and doing fine. We haven't even been in touch with Carlos lately, so I'm not sure what's going on. So tell me again. Carlos said that his dad collapsed and just left suddenly.
Yes, he just left Ron home and left suddenly. Actually, we were planning to go to the theme park and eat together today. We hardly have any time to spend with our family.
That is a real issue. A father not making time for the family? Carlos, I don't know what to do with him.
Yes. And Ron's been asking for his father to play with him for a while. So he promised us that he'd take us to the amusement park today. He promised us a month ago about today. I kept telling him to make sure to keep his schedule open. But he suddenly disappeared while I was taking a morning bath.
So you don't know where he is right now?
Hold on. I'm going to try calling him right now. He's not answering.
What is he thinking? Making it seem like his father is ill? That is a horrible thing for him to do. And why would he even have to do that?
To be completely honest, I don't even know what's going on. Ron told me that Carlos seemed like he was in a panic and left in a hurry. Supposedly, he was talking to someone on the phone before he left. So, automatically, I thought it was you that he was talking to.
No, it wasn't me that was on the phone to him. We haven't spoken to him over the phone in a long time. If something comes up, we just text each other.
Oh my, where can he possibly be?
Maybe something came up at work? You know he's always saying he's busy.
He's always saying he's busy, so it wouldn't be surprising if that's the case. But I don't understand why he would lie about it. I'm just wondering why. Why would he lie about something like this? And I'm worried that he was so panicked. I wonder if something happened to his friend? But he could just say that instead of lying about his own father.
That's true. I'm starting to feel very curious as to what could have possibly happened. What could have happened that he had to make up some terrible lies like that? We have to confront him about this. I can't believe he lied about his own father. Let's make sure what is happening. Anyhow, is it okay if we head over to your house?
Yes, of course. I'll be waiting.
Let's eat some cake and discuss this. I don't know what my son is up to, but in order to even be mad about this, we need some calories to save up the energy. I want to... Did you get to the hospital safely? How's your father? Is he okay? And how are you holding up?
My dad? He's unconscious. I don't know how this is going to go.
Is he in critical condition? I'm so worried about him.
I don't know yet. But I'm going to stay at the hospital a little longer. I want to be here for Mom since she's still in shock. I don't know how well she's going to hold up. So, I just want to be by her side and make sure she's okay. I'll let you know when I'll be back.
Who's in shock? Both your dad and I are doing great.
Huh? What are you talking about suddenly? Long time no talk. It's your mother.
I heard you told Sophia that your dad collapsed and he's in hospital? So what do you mean when you say your father collapsed?
What? Mom? Is this you? Why are you using my wife's phone?
This is going to be fun. I was actually on a date with your father today. We were near your neighborhood, so we thought we would come by and say hello. I contacted Sophia and she said she was home, so we decided to stop by.
Are you serious? You happen to be in the neighborhood today? Seriously? How does that happen? Out of all the days?
It's quite a coincidence, isn't it? I contacted Sophia and was surprised to find out what she told me. You were saying something about your father collapsing and talking nonsense to her.
Is Dad there too? In my house?
Yes, of course. We're all here eating cake together. Ron's gotten so much taller than the last time we saw him. Kids sure do grow fast.
Mom, before you assume anything and judge me, just hear me out, okay? There are various circumstances involved with this. It's really complicated.
Give it a minute before you stop babbling. There's something I want you to know, because before you stop making any excuses, I just want to tell you this. As your mother, if you lie to us or Sophia again or make any excuses, just know that we're going to cut you out of our lives.
Mom, what? How can you say such a thing? I'm your son and you're going to cut me out?
Yes, so keep that in mind while you're making these excuses, okay? The moment we realize you're lying, we're not going to let it go. Your father and I won't show any mercy. You'll have no second chances. So think wisely what you're going to say next.
Mom, why are you so angry? It doesn't even have to do anything with you.
When we arrived, Ron was crying. He was crying so loudly, saying that Daddy broke his promise. He was hoping to spend time and play with you today. He was looking forward to this day so much. Do you know how much you broke his heart?
Of course, I feel bad. I'm his dad. Do you think I wanted to do this to him?
You know, you think you just broke one promise, but it's these things that are important. Children never forget being betrayed by adults. You left a big wound in his heart today. Are you sure you know what you did? Of course I would be angry. Do you know what makes me so angry to see Ron hurt? When I saw how sad he was, it hurt my feelings too.
Like I said, Mom, of course, I feel bad. What more do you want me to say?
You feel bad about what you did? Do you really mean that? Because if you think what you did was truly wrong and you feel bad, then why aren't you coming home right now and apologizing to your family? Isn't that what you should be doing? Why didn't you make time for your family in the first place? And why did you need to lie? What you lied about is horrible. How can you lie about your parents being ill?
Like I said, Mom, it's complicated. I had a good reason to lie.
If there are complicated circumstances, then talk to us about them, okay? Just talk to me. I'm your mom. Tell me what is going on, honestly.
Fine, I'll tell you what happened. I borrowed money and got into debt.
What? You borrowed money? How can you be in debt? Why? How did this happen? Tell me exactly what happened.
I've been addicted to horse racing for a lot of reasons since about 2 years ago. At first, I was just playing for fun, but I kept increasing my bets and it just got out of hand. Before I knew it, I was borrowing $50,000 from a loan shark, and the interest rate kept snowballing since I haven't been able to pay a big amount at once.
$50,000? What were you thinking?
I know, I really messed up. I couldn't keep up with the payments and I've been getting calls from them. This morning, they said they were coming to my house. I panicked and left the house just in case. I thought if they came to our house, Sophia would find out. So the only thing I thought of was to leave the house. The least I can do is not have loan sharks come to my house and spill everything.
So in order to make an excuse to leave the house, you decided to make up horrible lies?
I panicked and lied on the spot. What else was I supposed to do?
Oh my, I'm starting to have a headache. I'm too exasperated to even speak, Carlos. I can't believe you did such a stupid thing. I don't remember bringing you up this way.
I know, I'm sorry, and I know I did a stupid thing. Mom, could you please lend me the $50,000? Hey, if not, the loan sharks will continue to come to our house. If that happens, it'll be a bad influence for Ron, right? Please? This won't happen again, I promise you.
No, I'm not going to lend my stupid son that much money. Plus, what are you talking about? The one that's the bad influence is you. Honestly, I'm going to tell Sophia to divorce a stupid man like you.
Excuse me?
She doesn't need to be with such a scumbag like you.
Who are you calling a scumbag? I'm your son, Mom. How can you say that?
We will support Sophia in Ron's life. You, such a scumbag dad and husband, should stay away from my grandchild and daughter-in-law. Just being near you is a bad influence.
Mom, it's not for you to decide.
Then why don't you talk to your wife about it? Let's see what she will say.
Carlos, is this for real? Are you really in debt?
Sophia, is this you? I'm sorry. I was planning on talking to you about it someday. I am so sorry.
Is it true that you're addicted to gambling? That's what your mother told me. Are you really in debt because of gambling?
Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry, Sophia.
Really? Can I really trust you?
Yes, Sophia. It's true, and you know everything. So please, trust me. Why would I need to lie to you now?
If I investigate what you've been spending your money on, I'll find out about everything. You know, I just went through your things since I didn't know what was happening. And you know what I found? A woman's lipstick was in your jacket. How do you explain that?
What? I wonder what that's doing there. I don't know how or why there's lipstick on my jacket.
It seems obvious that you're still hiding something. You lied to your mom after what she told you. That means it's okay for you to get your ties cut with them, right?
I swear, I didn't cheat on you or anything. It was just a girl at the strip club.
You were going to a strip club? Explain everything to me honestly this time.
Okay, I will.
Be honest with me. Why did you cover that up saying you were gambling?
I didn't want to give a bad impression if there was a woman involved. I thought it would be better if everything was just about gambling. I'm sorry, I lied, and I covered that up. I just felt bad for what I did.
Is spending $50,000 at a strip club normal? How many times were you going there to spend that much? Do you have a lot of favorite girls there? And that's why you kept going? Enough to be in debt? To ruin your relationship with your son?
No, that's not what happened. I was ripped off real bad.
Ripped off? How does that even happen?
I went to a club that happened to be at a bad place. It was basically a scam.
Okay, but you did go to clubs with girls on a regular basis, right?
Well, yeah.
And in that process, you ended up at a club run by some shady people?
Yes, that's the truth.
You're just really an idiot, aren't you?
I have no excuses. I am really an idiot.
Okay, I get what happened now. As your mother suggested, I think we should get a divorce.
Sophia, not you too. Don't say such things. To choose a divorce is way too fast, don't you think?
The reason why I'm choosing to divorce you is for Ron. I now know really well the fact that you're only a negative influence on our family. Ron and I won't have anything to do with you from now on.
You're just going to divorce without discussing this any further?
Isn't it you who kept this information secret without consulting anyone? So why should I?
Being a single parent is going to be hard, you know.
It's harder to be with you.
Oh well, let's discuss this. Please, just calm down and we can talk this over. It's a big decision.
What's there to talk about now? You're making our family unhappy. And if I stay with you, you're going to keep making the family unhappy. And you know what? Even if this didn't happen, we would have eventually split up. You're someone who really didn't care about our family.
As you say, I am indeed a husband who falls short. And I think I was a bad father too. But I really truly, from the bottom of my heart, regret getting a loan and making us go into debt. But I never told you that I took on a debt because I didn't want to involve you. I wanted to keep you both safe.
No matter what excuses you come up with, my heart is already set. I want a divorce. Let's get a divorce.
Why are you being so stubborn about this?
You can make time for your family because you were out playing, right? You were too busy playing with the girls from the clubs, right? And that's why you have fancy woman's lipstick on your jacket, huh?
There are times where we meet outside the club where she accompanies me to go out before heading to the club. But I swear, we just went out there to eat and there's nothing more.
That's not a valid excuse. You said you were just accompanying them and going out to eat, but you didn't make time for your family during that time. That means you don't really need us, right? We have to ask you so many times to make time for him. And you decided to spend that time with a girl.
No, it's not like that at all. I just wanted to take a break, you know?
What are you talking about? You didn't make time for the children, even though you said you would. So that means you were only taking breaks. You left her son at home, unattended, and then broke the promise you made months ago.
That was my bad. I'm truly sorry. I regret my actions. I won't do it again. So please, don't divorce me.
No, I'm not going to accept your apology. Nor can I tolerate the selfishness of a scumbag like you anymore. I want to... About an hour later, Carlos joined us, and we had a discussion with his parents present. Carlos feared the attack by his in-laws and ended up crying like a baby. And he had no choice but to sign the divorce papers. After the divorce was finalized, I left him and was able to take my son with me. His parents have been supporting us generously since then, which I really appreciate. Carlos disappeared temporarily, as he couldn't repay his debts. His parents received a call from him 2 years after his disappearance. Supposedly, he's currently working as a live-in employee somewhere. I haven't heard anything about why he decided to run away, or if his employer is involved with loan sharks or not. I wouldn't know, and I don't need to know. All I found out was that his debt has still not been paid off. I haven't told my son the details about his father's situation and what happened, but I plan to when he gets a little older. I don't want him to become like his father. A scumbag and such a foolish person.